They were able to steal away Syman's. That leaves us on Dust 2. And it leaves us at the right time to see Endpoint take the knife, which means they get to pick the side. Dust 2 is pretty much preference. Joining me, of course, is my favorite man, Dust. Dust, how are you, brother man?
I'm ready to go, bro. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Let's get into it. Yes.
That's what I like to hear.
Could be the last map of the day, Seaside.
It could be.
It might be. But maybe not. Could be a third. Dust 2, we know how variable it can be. It's hard to kind of dominate this map. But, you know, certainly Endpoint have a great record on Dust 2. It's probably one of their top 3 maps in their pool. And then Syman has only played it twice with this lineup. So don't really know much about how good they can be on this map. So Endpoint certainly come in, just as they were at the beginning of the series, the favorite. That has not changed. And now they have a map under their belt as well. That makes things even better, I would imagine, for their mentalities. Probably pretty happy about that.
As we jump right into the pistol, Mighty Max, CT smoked off, falling back to B boxes. Has the support from Thomas. And Syman electing to change up their play. They say if there's 2 players aggressive fighting us B, there's 3 B side. Immediately like to take it up. Catwalk, crucial. This angle's perfect for a USP to hold. He's able to peek a bunch of different angles. Will get banged out, though. Surreal. Gets 2. Will he be ready for this long player, Dust? They're continuing to swing on him. Enough so to distract him from Norbert. The plant will come in, and Krias is fighting hard. And all of a sudden, I don't know. I think that was Norbert from long, if that hit that.
Yeah. I thought the flick from Cat hit it, and I almost lost my mind. But yeah, you're right. It was the player at long. Now all on Robin, 1 versus 2. He's in a bit of a pickle. He knows he's being crossfired from Plat, or both Plats, actually. So he's going to have a tough time breaking through this, you'd imagine. He's got to somehow just find the perfect timing to slip up A ramp, and somehow he doesn't make it into the site without being shot from long A. What is going on? He even gets time to reload the... Okay, bro. That scared me a bit.
And a fresh 12 bullets, and I could have seen him pulling that one out.
Oh, my. He made that dangerously close for a round that should have been done with. As you said, they just made the right read, kind of understanding that, you know, the numbers were probably looking pretty slim at A site. That's one of the great things about this map for T-sides is once you kind of hold off double doors and you get that catwalk control, it allows you to very quickly snap between mid-B splits and catwalk crosses. And it's hard for CTs to know exactly which option you're going to take until it's probably too late. And yeah, they were able to just kind of waltz their way up. An interesting spray on the door. Kind of distracted me a little bit. Is it like a pig? Jesus Christ.
It is. It is indeed a pig, Dust.
There was no need for the sound effects, but all right.
If you didn't know what it was, you do now. Based on my sound
that
effects.
smoke ain't it. He's trying to do the other smoke, but still gonna be fine.
The old hinge smoke. Chaos. About to try to come out here, Mighty Max. Didn't really stand a chance, did he? Back double stack. Surreal will get bodied out himself. The pistols now may just elect to save their armor, and they're already doing so. I wouldn't mind seeing them run straight towards T-spawn. Maybe try to keep them in B tunnels, but their armor's worth their weight in gold now.
Yeah, it's one of those classic things where you just kind of go for something that doesn't work. You just hold on to the guns and try it again next round. No harm, no foul. Basically just a little bit of a redo. But Syman, up 2-0. Exactly where they want to be. Crucial, having a seizure inside long A pit.
He seems to be alright. No. Left himself with only 2 bullets. Imagine, if he actually had 7, he probably kills that player.
Maybe.
Unlucky. Now, I imagine these 3 players with armor. I'm making a prediction. I'm seeing the future.
Are you rubbing
They're
your
boosting
crystal ball?
catwalk. Ah, there it is. How did I know, Dust?
Only one of them, to be fair. Oh, 2, never mind. Okay.
See?
All right.
I have played at high levels, too.
No response.
Chaos gonna try to come in towards B. There's a player back green box with a good flash. He will peek, but...
Uh-oh.
Oh, hang on. Another good flash, and the USP has a kill. Now Syman are like, oh, well, hang on.
Monty Max gets an MP9 out of that. He's happy. He's having a good time with that. He's loving life right now, getting a free kill and a free weapon. And Crucial said hello there. He's greeted Norbert. My. Oh my.
Yes. Crucial gets it done. The nade in from Thomas, and now just Nealon. And
This ain't good.
he's left alone on an island.
He's hating it.
He is.
Hating life right now. Not liking this.
Norbert, the neighbor down the street who makes barbecue every night and you smell it. That's what the name reminds me of. And Nealon will go down. And that's just that. Well, just when I picture a Norbert, I picture the type of guy that likes barbecue and he lives down the street from you and he drives a nice car. That's kind of when I hear that name, Norbert, that's what jumps to my mind. Is that fair?
I don't like Norbert was like. I'm thinking of Dilbert. Never mind. Never mind.
A little different, yeah.
Forget that. Forget what I was about to say. Anyway.
And we forgot. Nealon up short. It's free this time. Endpoint will not contest, but you know, Nealon probably wanted that Revenge Deagle. Another sweet team name, Revenge Deagle. Not as good as yours, but I'll hand it out.
Mine was definitely better, 100%.
Definitely better.
Quick catwalk control, though, from Syman, so this is going to leave all their options open. They're definitely going for an A-split, though. You can tell by looking at the mini-map, they're putting that pressure on long A late. There is Thomas inside pit. He's not really going to have much assistance from Crucial, though, so it's going to be mostly on him. Now Crucial turns around, and Thomas, the tank engine, is just railing him right now at long.
All aboard. It's Crucial. Misses a shot that should have been routine for him, but Robin will maintain as Kriya's very low on HP. Crucial will finally start to hit the shots that he should, leaving Mo with a scout, and should be no hope. There we go.
He was too far out. There was no way for him to get back to the cat box or anything. He just had to kind of sit there, hold his ground, and he has been dealt with. And so Endpoint now a couple rounds in a row. Money starting to get real low here for Syman. Probably just a pistol buy at most in this round. So a great chance for Endpoint to go ahead and take an early lead here as we start approaching some of the gun rounds here soon. Or more gun rounds, I should say. We've already had one full buy up each.
Big
That's
nade.
a meaty nade.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen 100 HP nade in a long time, though, so I'm kind of upset that wasn't what it was, but
this nade
maybe
right
Robin
here.
will give me one?
Boom! Get out of here!
There we go. Yep, there goes the boom. Ready or not,
Freaking
Robin is here.
That's like a tactical nuke from StarCraft, too. It's not even a grenade anymore.
I have something to admit.
As soon as he
Never
let
played
go of the
StarCraft.
grenade and they all just stayed in that spot, you just knew it was going to be money.
I'm trying to remember how much money you
Grateful
get
last
from a nade kill. I'm trying to remember. Is it
Just
$300?
normal? Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
No money bonus on that, I don't think.
Should be, because you rarely get nade kills.
No, I want everything to be $300 again. Back in the day. Back in my day, every gun had the same money bonus. It's unbelievable the op's still $100, by the way. Just want to throw that one out there.
Yeah, it should be 1,000.
Okay, that's unreasonable, but...
Hardest gun to use. Just AKs now. Just AKs now for Syman. Shots through the smoke. Nothing will connect. As it is just a slow default here, Dust. Nothing too crazy. He will hit the hinge smoke now.
Interesting situation. Crucial looking to get aggressive on catwalk with AWP. That smoke will block his vision, but a good incendiary will force them back and slow down any type of catwalk progression and allow Crucial to reposition. So all good.
Crucial trusting that player in long pit. That is Mighty Max. He has another smoke to lock down long. As the smoke comes out towards catwalk, this allows Syman to creep up if they so wish, or jump CT, and he's going to be doing just that. He jumps down. Robin wins that fight, and now the mid split to B is on. Surreal pushed forward and Robin outside. Very divided, but it seems like Syman are a little unsure themselves. They're trying to come cat very late. Mighty Max is here. One dust, two from Mighty Max. Thomas steals one, but no time. Just very split-second decision from Syman to go for that.
Ouch. Looking real good for Endpoint right now, Seaside, I can tell you that.
You kind of said it. You said this is Endpoint's best map, and I'm starting to see that. They have the timings, they have the holes, their utility usage is nice. Their default seems comfortable. Nothing points to this being a rocky map for them. They seem at home.
Going great. Exactly as they would want. And this round, I mean, Syman is in such a rough spot, bro, with their economy. It's actually really hard to watch. Like, this round, they're obviously doing what they can, but it's not going to be a whole hell of a lot. They're bought down to 0, essentially. I mean, there's a couple players with like $100, but, I mean, all in all, nothing really there. So if they lose this, they're back to full saving. Endpoint go up to 6-2. And, you know, you're kind of in that buy-save rotation for the rest of the game if you're Syman. So let's say they can start stringing some rounds together in a row. They are in a lot of trouble. Again, tournament life on the line, this map for Syman. What?
What did Crucial just see like Kiosk's
like
hairline?
A shimmer of someone? Like,
wow.
That's unreal.
Crucial's been impressive.
Barely spotted someone on like that crack of the smoke on the left side by the cat box. I don't know. That was wild. As if things couldn't get worse than that happens to you. Quick 5-on-4 for Endpoint. Thomas still anchoring down long A. They're going to creep out, but Thomas, he's going to have the angle and should at least get the first one, no problem. And will there be a trade? Absolutely not. Thomas is still holding it down. Mo eventually gets him, but at a huge cost. Still in a 2 versus 4 at the end of the day. Big miss from Crucial, though. That opens up things a little bit.
He held that angle a bit too wide, and Mo having a moment. And a little bit of a flashback, but he will go down. And I guess that it seemed like the comm was more towards he's in pit than he is on the rail of pit, because Thomas, the second kill shouldn't have come through. And
no, probably not.
Syman are kind of getting in a weird spot. What is he? Oh my God, he does just see his hairline.
That's so crazy, dude. That's also a throwback op skin, by the way. That's one of the original skins to CS, was the op boom.
I like it.
It was like the op boom, the M4 Zebra. I think it was like the op lightning strike. It was like, I can't remember if it was the original esports case or the original case.
Do you remember what made the lightning strike so expensive?
No.
When they changed the op sound and it sounded like thunder.
Oh.
Okay. You remember that? And then a lot of that skyrocketed because people were like, oh, lightning thunder. Haha. It went up like $400. Good time.
That's a throwback, the old op boom.
Gotta respect the choice. Bit of a quick little pause.
Yeah, Syman are wrecked right now. Like, they can't really full buy here. They have to just go pistol armor, maybe a little bit of utility. You know, maybe you buy down to like, you know, mid 2K range. You can get a nice full buy in the next round. So there'll be some purchasing here, but not a whole lot. And it should be 6-2 for Endpoint. They're trying to build their own bank right now. It's actually not that healthy, all things considered. Like, they've had a couple of rounds where they've lost a couple of extra players than they probably should have, and rounds where they should win convincingly. They've, like that one round that Mo got a couple of kills, for example, at long A. That's forced a little bit of rebuying, so their economy is not exactly where they want it to be, but obviously they're still in a commanding position. And this just should be one of those rounds that you win really clean, and that's when you start storing your money up. So that is what they're going to be looking to do here. Match still paused. I don't know if this is a tactical or I don't see a tactical, but now it's on pause, so okay.
Yes, it was a technical, yeah.
Okay. Tech 9s. I'm a little bit worried.
Ooh.
I've seen some video clips of them doing insane things, so I'm not sure how good they are right now, but definitely could be a threat being posed if they get some space.
And they get Mighty back. And wow.
Leland was just... He was a little bit ahead of the curve there.
He must have had one hell of a spawn, trying to flatten the curve out there. Robin and Thomas will hold down Catwalk. They'll get that molly towards short. And Mighty Max just back to his easy ways on holding down long. Just one player to challenge him. He has 2 players. One player is going to be able to help with a flash. Absolutely full blinds Kios. And now Thomas on site. It's just Mo and Norbert coming up to close boxes, hoping to get a plant in. As Thomas goes up top, denies the plant, and Crucial gets the other. Endpoint. Keep 5 alive. That's huge. They're honestly, I'm almost willing to say they're set for 5 rounds. They seem pretty comfortable. Maybe not 5. I'll go with 4. 4 is a better number.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be buying for some time. And if they can win this next round, then Syman are right back to, low buy, or even a save situation. So this is a big round. You feel like Syman need this one if they want to get back into this half. If they're unable to win this round, they could be in a lot of trouble. They're going for crazy fast long A pressure, but there was a good spawn for the CT side long A as well, so they have plenty of utility and personnel in position to put a stop to this. And Robin is basically just going to take care of it by himself. Doesn't really even need any help. Finally, he goes down. Thomas tries to respond, but actually is going to suffer. And now Syman actually has some hope. And it's gone.
Oh, wow. That hope is quickly ripped out of their hands. As soon as they get a bit of map control, a bit of joy, it's just taken away.
And then a gap in the smoke.
Wow. We're talking barely, too. Crucial's having one good game.
He's thinking to himself, I'll be able to get this bomb back, no problem. And it just doesn't happen. Surreal the savior, because Syman actually got the better end of the deal at that long A exchange up until Surreal pulled that off. They just weren't expecting another guy to be there. And you can see the repercussions. Another round, they're just on pistols. This is getting out of control. Endpoint are getting so many CT rounds really early on in the half.
On a map that I believe on Endpoint's pick, will even have a better T side. The pace they like to play at. So these are all just money rounds for them right now. Crucial locking it down with Robin. Clean op shots coming from him. Make it 3 on the round. Syman can full buy again. Op comes out on Mo. They've tried defaults. They've tried long A control. They've tried B pops. I don't know what the answer is, because now you have Crucial locking down Cat. The long A holes are starting to fall apart, or start to be beefed up by Endpoint. I don't know what the solution is from Syman.
I don't know either. I think just trying to make sure you're getting control of Catwalk effectively, keeping all your options open, force Endpoint to respect you in some areas, maybe even. But because they're getting shut down on these extremity pushes when they're trying to do these spawn-based plays, that should be your bread and butter. Like, you want to be able to leverage spawn-based plays if you're the T side on this map, and they haven't been able to do that. But they did get a mid pick just now on Robin, and now they have access to catwalk control. So this is one of the best openings they've had this entire half. And so they need to convert off the back of this. This should be them connecting the dots and getting around. They desperately need to have some success going for them, but here they go. They got control of Cat. That's great. Crucial, though. A little bit of a re-peek here on the angle. Not going to fully commit, though. Just kind of showing that he has presence, but he's not overdoing it. This is kind of a one-and-done spot, though, for Crucial. Doesn't even have, like, a really safe way to get into CT spawn to get away after this first shot.
I'm very intrigued how he'll get out of this.
I don't think he will.
Okay. Very committed. Yeah, he does have the molly, so he drops the molly and runs the CT. Thomas at long wants to back up to ramp, but at the same time, he's like, I need long control. So this is a very weird situation where
they don't have any utility either, Seaside. They're in a lot of trouble. Yeah,
just that one flash Thomas can throw to support. He'll peek into long. He'll get dropped by Trias. The jumping peek, and Crucial will go down. The CTs are in a world of hurt here. They're getting pinched, and it's just surreal, and there won't be a chance. Syman finally went around. They keep 4 alive, which is huge. And it came down to catwalk and long pinch. They did a recommendation. It worked nicely.
They just didn't have, like, there was just too many missed shots from Endpoint. Like, Crucial missed a shot at long A with his op. Thomas missed a duel as well. Ability actually got really limited there towards the end for Endpoint, so they couldn't really, like, molly or smoke off long A, so Thomas could actually effectively help the catwalk cross. Crucial didn't really have a great position with AWP on Cat to begin with. There's a lot of different things that went against them. Obviously, suffering the opening pick at middle very early gives Syman like a quick advantage to work with. And yeah, they just played standard map control, played the numbers, and went out. And now, Endpoint will make the adjustment of a double op setup. Surreal being a secondary opper. Obviously, he's very at home with EWP. He used to be a primary opper on previous teams he's played on, so he's certainly comfortable with the weapon. He'll be able to play that back B platform position or outside B or what have you, and be able to have that second sniper on the opposite side of the map from Crucial that will... You know, I'm sure Syman knows it's a possibility considering Endpoint's economy and considering, you know, they've probably seen them play Dust 2 before, so they won't be surprised, but sometimes you don't know when that first round's going to be where they have the second op. Like, you don't exactly know what the timing of it's going to be. So it could still catch them off guard, but I imagine, though, they should be, prepared for that as a possibility. The tech pause, though.
It is. FPS issues, and we're unpaused. We're all set.
Yep. So, of course, this is week 2 of the Home Sweet Home Cup. It's going to be an 8-week-long series, though we are going to be taking a break after this weekend for a couple of weeks. We already have Copenhagen Flames, Big, and Fours in the semifinals tomorrow. This is decided at 4th and final slot.
Tomorrow's going to be heated.
And again, only finalists make prize money, so it's a top-heavy tournament, so it really, really matters. You got to get to those finals at least. This is one step closer to doing so today, if you can get it done. Crucial. We're holding this mid-angle.
I believe they've used both mollies there, though.
Yeah,
bit of a
miscommunication. That they both
miscommunication.
did it. Yeah, maybe so.
Mighty Max going to be going in towards what used to be fence corner, now just door corner. And he's
Will they check him?
Oh, I think Trios is on it. Yeah. Trios and Kios clear both angles. Crucial gets one on the cross. But unless he gets another, they can't even go for this retake, which is the unfortunate part, because their own money now is busted.
Yep. It's always so hard to retake B as well, especially numbers down, and 2 of the retaking weapons would be AWP, so there's not really any hope of making that happen. Mighty Max just needed to make something happen from that door angle. And honestly, he was really kind of lacking some type of crossfire to help them get more comfortable in that position. It was just too easy for Syman to clear it out. That type of spot, you basically have to bank on someone else pulling their attention so you can kind of, come from the stone unturned, so to speak. But if they have the comfort to be able to just clear out both sides together, then you're basically done for. Or at most, you're getting one clear, you're getting traded. So, didn't quite work out. Endpoint suffering a couple of losses now. Syman's starting to get their acts together. As you said, the money's starting to get low for Endpoint as well, so we might see Syman finally get an easy round here soon. Like, they need to win this one to get to that point. They really need this round to have that easier access.
Double ops again, Endpoint. Will this be the round it's effective? Syman seemingly finding their stride here in their defaults and winning the opening duels, which has been a big difference maker. It's crucial. Whew. What an angle from Norbert. That's the typical one, but it's such a hard shot to hit. Typically, you see players just kind of spot from there, not really commit to that fight, but he gets that kill, and now Syman can come up towards short. Thomas doesn't get the bomb carrier, doesn't have any utility to really stop that. And he has to worry about being flanked. This is getting weird.
It is. That's a big kill to lose if you're Crucial. That's a really risky angle to take. And they actually get one back, so it's back to a 4-on-4. Thomas still holds long A control. Robin able to find the kill as well over here towards the back of Catwalk. So there's some ways back into this now for Endpoint all of a sudden, thanks to Thomas anchoring down long. Some of these kills going their way on Cat, but Mo's starting to strike back.
That's just a major winner play, isn't it? Shuts it down. 3 big kills. Thomas can't be effective from long. And Mo dodges the flash there. Syman with 5, which is kind of the goal on T side now. 5-6.
Yeah, they really needed to trade out Mo more effectively on Catwalk, letting him just get all those 1v1 duels with AWP. You gotta put the pressure on him. You have to overwhelm him. I mean, he only gets to shoot like 1 shot every second or so. So if you can space properly, you should be able to limit his amount of kills, and they just did not do that whatsoever. And in fact, there was one point where I thought he was gonna land a 2-for-1 shot. It was this moment right here where it was looking like maybe they were gonna line up. Didn't quite happen, but still their spacing was just off. And I think he had rifle assistance as well above him, so even if they would have been able to trade him out, there was another person in place. So tough one there for Endpoint. Great work from Syman, 3 in a row. Starting to get their footing on the T side.
Lurk smoke thrown from Syman. Surreal will be on the right side of this. But that's the exact fight that Lurk Smoke kind of provoked wants. As Kriaz won't land any bullets. Mighty Max is on his way over to support Surreal here. And Syman have done a nice job just working the map, baiting the utility. We'll see if that continues here. As they look to slowly transition at a cat control. And Syman have done a nice job of changing the pace into their favor. It was looking rushed and forced at one point, but now it's kind of slowed down and been looking very nice for them. Thomas in the pit, does he get any? A peeking dink through the wall, but now he's in a world of hurt. No one can help him. He can only hope and drop his molly.
Yeah, he's in a world of hurt, as you said. Some kind of bunch of Survival starting to come in from the CT side, but he's still going to get overwhelmed in the end. They really need someone to help him, or he needs to have better utility usage to plug up that long A doorway for longer. Something has to give there. They've yet to make an adjustment. It's going to be costly. Now it's 4 up long A. They have rotated 3 players to the A side to still be able to have a formidable defense. And the counter nades are still doing their work, but some missed op shots from Crucial are giving that extra space to Syman. Robin luckily responds.
Oh, nice big kill from Korea as Mighty Max with 10 seconds. Just has to stop this bomb from going down. Surreal with a 1D. Mighty Max through the smoke all of a sudden, Dust. And it's just Kios left. Doesn't have time to plant. Surreal just needs to live. He gets out of the corner, so let's spray him. But he transitions. Kios. Who would think to transition or spray? Well, if I'm not killing him, I'm going to pull it to the left, and they all connect.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
That's crazy. It came down to the literal final second to decide the round. He just happens to catch that spray on the edge of the smoke. That is unreal. I thought Endpoint were recovering so nicely after Thomas going down at long A. They were doing all the right things to burn the clock, and then they still somehow lose because of 1 second passing. That's so crazy. One more missed bullet, they win the round. 9-5 instead of this.
Handling the force here in the last round appropriately. Mighty Max and Robin should not have a chance.
It's a disappointing finish to the half if you're Endpoint. You're up 8-2. Like, you're feeling like you should probably maybe even find double digits before we transition inside. But now Syman on the verge of basically winning 5 rounds in a row to end the half. Tough to swallow if you're Endpoint, I think.
Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough. And that was Syman with winning pistol. So you know what? They brought that back nicely. Endpoint were on a bit of a roll. And I think the big change was how they decided to start fighting long. But also Endpoint stopped putting emphasis on it.
Yeah. To be fair, though, Endpoint winning 8 rounds despite losing pistol is still a pretty damn good CT side for Dust, too. So despite the fact they let off the gas pedal a bit towards the end and coughed up a couple of rounds they probably shouldn't have, all in all, they're still in pretty decent shape as long as they have a solid T side and they can get off to a good start. Syman, obviously, they can win. They've won every pistol this series, Syman. Or if they didn't win pistol, they won like round 2 on the eco. So they've really been dominating the early half situations. If they can do so again, that actually would get them maybe back in the lead. But Endpoint, again, I think they're not going to be completely satisfied with how the half ended, but they still have a comfortable amount of rounds to work with.
The countdown has begun. I hear it counting down the seconds to the pistol round. We'll swap sides. Again, I have a feeling Endpoint are going to be feeling pretty good on their T side. That's still a pretty good CT side. If this was Krieg meta, I think 11-4, 10-5 are kind of more typical T to CT side ratios. So I think to get 8 to get 7 on your CT side, you can't really complain with how the game is shifted now. So let's see what they buy up here. No kits. They're full aim dueling it on the side of Syman.
Are correct. No utility in play. All about the pistols. And we see the B-rush coming in from Endpoint. Thomas wasting no time getting in there and closing the distance.
Wow.
He is killed, but the trade is there, and B-bomb side is being absolutely swarmed, and that might be all she wrote already.
Nealon with the quick flank. Gets spotted out. No one has to peek this. They may even just elect to fight this player at window. They're going to try to force him out, and they will. So now they know that the push is coming through tunnels. That back plat player can bait for the car and door player. As Nealon is given a room to push out, but there's Surreal and Crucial will peek. And Endpoint win a pistol. They win the second half pistol round, puts them up to 9, essentially maybe even 10. I don't know these second round force buys do surprise me. Because now that you're skipping first round loss, jumping right to 2,400 after, I don't know. I guess because it's such a close game, you can. A lot of teams like experimenting.
Yeah. Nealon has the angle, bro. No one realizes it. At least they keep it to one frag. That could have been really troublesome if they allowed him to get a second. He also got information on Bomb's position, so that is going to give Syman a little bit more info to work with. They had that aggression on Catwalk with Norbert, so he's making sure that, you know, they're not falling back through lower tunnels to middle. They have left long A completely open, though, in the process, which means Endpoint have been able to find the gap in the defense, which is going to do wonders for them to reel this one back in after suffering an early casualty in lower tons. And obviously, if they can win this round, then Syman do have to take the full save. That's where you can jump up to 11-7, which would be perfect for Endpoint to keep that 2-0 dream a reality.
Norbert. Ganondorf. You shall not pass. Surreal gonna try to plant. Norbert. Ooh, I thought he was gonna peek the plant, but he won't. Surreal's so low. Big commit for Norbert. He should be guaranteed a kill here. As they let Surreal get one out of this. Norbert gonna push up now. Nice shot in from Mo. Thomas with the AK. In the wide open here. Bomb is not planted for long. They have to reaggress. They have to win these fights. They're off the bomb, but Thomas mopping it up. Just Mo left, and it's maintained dust.
That could have went both for like a brief second, though.
Yeah.
They got a couple of big kills, and that smoke going down on Bomb definitely had to make Endpoint maybe start sweating a little bit, but they do still get it done, thanks mostly to Thomas here from Game Helper getting a couple of big shots. And now they should be rewarded with essentially a freebie. There's no economy out there for Syman. They have the one scout on Mo. That's going to be it. You would imagine that they should be finding round number 11 here real soon. But look at this push from Nealon. I don't know if it was spotted. Could be a thorn in their side. He seems to be weary that this could be happening. Mighty Max, he gets the kill. Does he know about the other, though?
Doesn't seem to know about the other. Bomb is going up long safely as these two players from lower try to get towards E-Box. Getting a little rocky. Crucial's low. If they can get both AKs and save them on straight USPs and a scout, that's turning a profit.
Nealon. Right place.
He wants him to sit still. He's like, come on.
They know now. You were really hoping for something out of that flank, especially because he didn't go for the guy that was middle. So he, like, further sold his flank. At least our masted, I guess I should say. And just still didn't convert. So, a bit unfortunate, but a round they didn't really have business winning anyway. This is the real test. This is the big round. The round that they need, you have to feel.
Opolis round, just M4s, one lone FAMAS. They sprinkling a utility from Syman. They have to drop all their
they want long
right
A, let me tell you.
Yeah, they committed a lot to that. They really did. And now Surreal out mid already. They may have heard all those nades, and they've just make these big.
They are so screwed.
Yeah, this pinch is gonna hurt. There's no way Kiosk holds this. If he gets two, it's a miracle. There's Thomas. Will he get the second? Nearly.
One short of a miracle.
That should just be it. I don't see a world where this retake's possible.
No, especially with this economy, you want to just get the hell out of here and save these 3 weapons, I think. But as I say that, they're still dancing around with the idea of going for this retake, and I think it's going to be a costly error. They do get one trade, but that's not good enough with the CT economy the way that it is. They need to get these 2 M4s out of here, you have to imagine.
And the way the bomb radius works now, I'm pretty sure you can live at car if you're above like 80. So Mighty Max doesn't have to move. His teammates do, but he can hang out
there. And they are going to exit the right direction, though. They're not going to face these 2 CTs. They're still holding B tunnels position, so they will get away with those guns. Plenty safe. Big round to win if you're Endpoint. Starting to put the final nails in the coffin, you have to imagine. Syman money low. They do save 2 weapons, and they can somewhat buy around them, but they're going to have to make some choices that will maybe limit their utility. Certainly no op's going to be in play. Scout will come out instead for Mo.
Crucial gets his op in his hands. He has been deadly with it on the T side. Or on the CT side, excuse me. Now on the T side, we'll see if he's going to be equally as precise. 22 kills and 8 deaths for him, by the way. Round 20.
Had Mo at door, so lightened the load on his teammates to finish Mo off maybe a little bit later here in the round. Again, they went for that 4A opening setup. This time, though, it's heavy catwalk presence rather than the long A aggression. Still, these be very vulnerable, and the media split can be very, very dangerous now. But this cat stack might actually pan out. They're in the right place.
Okay, Surreal just doing what he does best there, Duff. 2 kills towards short. He's been looking clean. He's been looking precise. As Norbert from CT gets shut down. Kios with the deagle. Can he get one more? He's fishing. And Surreal cleans up the third. 13 for Endpoint. They're pulling away.
They really are. There's like one goodbye left for Syman before they're basically force buying for the rest of the series, unless they can start winning out a couple of rounds in a row. So things are starting to get dangerously close to elimination now for Syman. A great little flank here from Kios. He wanted to believe, but just couldn't quite find enough from it. Everyone's so blind.
Okay, seems like someone missed their smoke. Or there's a party in the apartment building above the garage. Unsure which one that is. As Crucial will pick up mid as they slowly start to work their way forward. Xbox smoke. As 1-for-1s, though, typically favor the T side. As they're split 2-2, Dust. A mid to B would be perfect here.
Really would be. It's all going to come down to what this one CT can do. It's going to be Breeze here with the M4, only good for 1. Equal trades favoring Endpoint all day long. It's just the 1B player and window left. He's going to get caught in the backside from Robin from tunnels as he was trying to face mid side. And now they're draining 2 CTs. They feel pressure to try to go for this. They know that they're so far behind the scoreboard. Their economy is draining. They need to make a play happen. They do get the first kill, but they still have so much work to do.
Molly over towards window. This buys him some time. They both have kits and a smoke. As Robin's going to play close in towards this double door smoke. Norbert peeks his head up. Well spotted from Thomas. It leaves Mo jumping close with the op, looking for the shotgun op. Good for 1. Can Mo do it? He shoots into the smoke so close as he'll tap the bomb. Robin has to come back, and Mo looks away. Well played from Robin, who hears a tap again. This time goes to window, and he will just steal that one away. He will go down with the bomb, but Endpoint get 14, and maybe the hopes and dreams of Syman are slipping away too.
Yeah, you understand why they went for that, right? Like, they couldn't just afford to back off, not this far behind, not with their economy in such disarray. They felt like they needed to go for that, and they had their chances. It came down to a 1v1, just didn't quite happen. But now, because of it, they basically were either forced to keep force buying all game. Oh, no. Add insult to injury. At least Mo gets it back, but still, even trades will favor Endpoint as they get long A control off the back of that. But yeah, they decided to go like a more conservative economic approach. They're not fully force buying into this, so they can get a nice full buy next round, but you're still playing for OT. And you're just hoping these scouts and pistols somehow figure it out. They've already done some damage, but they still have, you know, a long road to travel to actually find victory.
CT smoke comes out from pit. A deep one to allow Zealand to come out and fight, but Thomas is all over it. Able to get the one, and hang on a minute. Man advantage for Syman here. Kriya's upgrades to an AK. He's sprinting up mid. Mighty Max ready for it. Somehow wins that fight. And now they can go towards B, or it can go up cat. It seems scattered. Everyone's just running everywhere.
Yeah, it's chaotic right now, and Nealon on such low HP means he's a very vulnerable target, and now he's gone. 1v1, Mo versus Mighty Max, but Mighty Max knows for certain now that he can safely get this bomb planted at the A side. The thing is, he's very low on health, so Mo, any shot on him is going to be a one-tap with the scout at this point. Mighty Max mauling off catwalk. Mo just biding his time in CT spawn. He does not have a kit, so he needs to work fast. And honestly, going for it, 1v1, you do this all day. You have to. Gotta try.
Got the CZ. The pocket rifle. He's going to go for the jump. The shot. Now with the scout, and he hits the no-scope. Mo will take that all day long. I haven't seen a jumping scout in ages.
I hate that still part of the game, by the way. I really hate the jumping accuracy in this game. So, just, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. Especially this map, it's like notorious because there's so many jump peaks you can make on a side of this map. Ugh. You feel for Endpoint in a way because without that jump shot, they probably win the round, the game's over. But it keeps the game going. Keeps it a contest.
Brings us one step closer to Train Dust. It's still possible. As Syman commit 3 players towards long A here. No pressure from Endpoint. Just rifles, keep in mind. No op for Crucial. That may come back full circle. As when he has the op in his hand, he seemingly just gets those picks. And Endpoint may just immediately do a B split again. It's worked early every round. They've gone for it, but with Neelan playing
this was winning the game, basically, right? Syman have no money left here. You know, all the marbles is on this. A great pop flash, a great trade for Endpoint, and they have a site now. It's looking grim for Syman.
Yeah, they don't even have to peek long. They can simply just plant for Cat, retreat back towards the catwalk. Crucial can stick around side if he wishes. And they even have the op for Robin to work with. Another molly in towards CT. There is a kit, but no smoke. Just a nade and a flash. Crucial on site's being told he can get a little risky with it. But here comes the flash from Norbert. They're going to go on this. That's all they have. Robin goes down. Hang on a minute. Crucial on site is alone. They are going to come through the smoke. They are going to get him. Thomas, 1v1 now. Upgrades to the op. He knows it's planted for him. Krias has nothing. Thomas just has to wait, and Krias takes the head angle and will find it. He has time for the defuse, and Syman will go to 9.
You're hoping Thomas could just draw back and buy a little bit more time and went off the clock, but he felt like he needed to hold that angle just in case the fuse was being stuck so he could have a chance to peek it. But a great little shot there, and that's going to leave Syman with still a chance on Dust 2. In fact, they get kind of a freebie this round. Endpoint actually finally have to take a bit of a save. They do still have some upgraded pistols. And a bare minimum utility. 1 smoke, 1 flash. But you'd imagine this is where Syman get the double digits. Hold the phone.
Hang on. It's always scary right when that op falls off Cat that if they swing right away that things can get hairy, but
no, they have no smoke for CT spawn though is the thing. Oh wait, now they do. They finally threw it. Actually, no, they didn't. They're going for the cat cross.
Well, gets one. The player did. The player with a bomb drop? He did. So this is a ruse to try to get a rotate in, but now you have the bomb player stuck in CT. Awkward.
Yeah, real awkward indeed. Norbert sniffs it out, gets a couple of big kills. Syman now 10. And that big lead that Endpoint had, it's starting to wither away a little bit here. We're starting to see a few rounds come in a row for Syman. I believe that is their 3rd round in a row. To push this to 14-10. Back onto the buy, though, is Endpoint. Crucial with the AWP back in his possession. Crucial with that long A spawn. Gonna go for the heads-up peek play on the corner, but gets incendiaried out of position.
Mo with the boost, looking towards lower. No one to be had yet. But it is early days. And Syman are taking a bit of a gamble. Typically when you have two players cat, you just kind of give up something. And they elected to give up B pressure. And look how quick they are to rotate towards mid. Syman are kind of all over the place this round.
And they're playing really aggressive mid. A lot of numbers in this area, trying to even still peek towards T-spawn. That smoke will come up, so they know at least one is lower B tunnels now. But they can't stop them from crossing to Xbox. That smoke has guarded the hop around, which means the A defense has to kind of gather up on site. That means they have to give up long A control. Luckily for them, Endpoint's not taking it. All their attack is focused on catwalk at this point. But how quickly this could shift to mid to B. You know, like, that threat is still there for Syman. They have to be very careful, but they do have a good defense set up at the A site.
The smoke to let them swing. This Molly's gonna hurt. I don't think that smoke's gonna extinguish the Molly. It won't. They're swinging in the rifles. They're swinging in the utility. Norbert cuts down 3 dots. Still leaves Mighty Max and Crucial. Big play from Norbert. And Syman looking like they have this round on lock. Yeah. 11 seems so likely.
little bit sloppy there from Endpoint. Just execution not quite the way it needed to be. The counter utility from Syman on point, so they got to give them credit where credit's due, as they certainly have the numbers still going here. 4-on-2. Mighty Max and Crucial seeing what they can do, but it's not going to be a whole hell of a lot. Norbert on the site the whole time, never felt in danger, able to just very comfortably hold the angle. And yeah, these counter incendiaries were just so brutal. No money for Endpoint either, so this is just giving Syman more and more chances to close the gap on the scoreboard. Drifting closer to 5 rounds in a row at this point.
Ooh, Syman need to pick their aggression. They now know this is just pistols, and they're still electing to stick it out. One shot can change it, and there it is. Now Norbert's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and back up. Kios, he's picking his own teammates Molly. What is going on?
I don't know. They're giving up some kills they probably shouldn't be. There's no need to face these players like this. And what it's done is it's given it back to even numbers. And I think they can even jump cat and probably grab at least one free rifle. Thomas already does have an AK. There might be another one out there they can grab. I'm not 100% sure. They still have a smoke as well, trying to get these players on the catwalk. But Mo, he's going to hit a nice little shot there on the player Xbox and another. That basically saves the day. I really wish they would have used a smoke to block off Mo's op angle so they could get onto catwalk safely and play out the 3-on-3, but they decide against it, and it's going to be costly, as Mo will just finish the job with the hat trick there. So 14-12 does occur, a little bit different than we thought on how to get there, but it still happened nonetheless. Like I said, I really just wish they would have smoked off top Xbox. This would have prevented everything.
One smoke that I think they picked up, I don't even think they paid for.
Maybe they didn't realize they had it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, they're running out of room. Like, their lead is drained. Oh, big missed opportunity from Crucial.
Yeah, that was it. He had the timing, he had the teammate flash, he had everything going his way. And now Endpoint have to reset. Okay, we didn't get that guaranteed pick that we thought we would have had with this spawn. Now we're in a weird spot. I imagine Catwalk's their next approach, but that hasn't been going well either, Dust.
No, it really hasn't. To be fair, they've only fully executed it like once, and they just got counter-naded really, really well by Syman. So maybe this time will be a little bit different. Maybe they'll do better with their smokes, and their incendiaries will get extinguished. I'm not really sure. They have Mo on the corner angle. No one's actually on site itself, but the counter incendiary will slow down Endpoint at the top of the catwalk here. They're playing 2 in B site, so there's still a mid-B split threat Endpoint could pose. In the meantime, Nealon using all this utility to get up close, or at least a bit more of a forward angle.
Oh, surreal. Ever so
that was
impressive.
That forward angle player.
And now Mo's in a weird spot. You're on ramp. Your long player has no utility to help you out here. Will Mo get found out, or will he have one hell of a hold? Nothing connecting yet. He will find Crucial. They're going to be swinging on him. Mo connecting another shot. There's a flash from Norbert as Mo looks to push up on the site even more. He is doing it. He's a one-man wrecking machine. 3 from Mo, nearly 4, and it's just surreal. He has to ace to pick the round up, and he's going to get peeked by multiple players. 13 for Syman.
I don't know how you're losing that round after your Endpoint. You get all 5 players up catwalk to site. You should have Mo dead to rights. He probably gets 1 or 2 kills, fair, but you should be trading him way sooner than that. That's just unbelievable. You want to give credit where credit's due for Syman playing really well, but that's sloppy from Endpoint. When you get that much of like real estate, you gotta be, you know, getting that guy on A ramp down faster than that.
What's the changeup gonna be from Endpoint? Perhaps a fight towards long. One player does make it out blue pin. It's really fight won by Robin. As Norbert gets the molly down, doesn't get any kills on top of it. Man advantage now for Endpoint. Leaving Mo, but Dust, he's been the man lately.
Really has.
Major winner Mo.
Definitely has been on point this map, no doubt about it. We'll see if he can do it yet again. Utility is coming in. That incendiary actually is not going to pop correctly. The CT swarm in, and they get all the kills at long A. Dude, someone get behind Endpoint and give them the Heimlich maneuver. They are just throwing this game away at this point. This is unbelievable.
Are you recently medically trained, Dust? You recently...
I am. Let me get over there.
Yeah,
because this is ridiculous.
Give him the old TFO.
This is just not good enough. What are you doing, Endpoint?
With so much promise now, this buy, I think Crucial is late to the party.
And now they're just missing basic grenades. Like, this is looking real grim. But again, I don't want to take credit away from Syman. They're playing really well. Mo's almost at 30 kills. Like, he's teeing off.
He's about to have 30, I think. He's going to try to retreat. There's 3 players here towards B. This is a B split into a stack. How does Mo hit that shot and still live? 3 HP, he makes it under window. Flashes are good, but there's a player car they have to deal with. Sprays are going Syman's way, and it leaves just Crucial. Endpoint have crumbled. Syman have secured OT.
What in the hell happened this half?
Sometimes it just be like that.
Jesus, Endpoint, you're a train wreck at this point. One last buy to decide it all. Is it going to be overtime, or is it going to be Syman forcing a map number 3, which I believe is Train, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's right.
It is, yeah.
There you go. Had a couple small tweaks to it recently. I don't think it was anything that will really change the map at all, but it had a couple little optimizations, I guess you could say.
Well, 4 AKs, little to no utility. Like a Lil on Robin. Can they push us to OT? They have long A this time without having to fight anyone. That's promising. That's a good start. And it looks like it is just going to be a basic A execution with CT smokes and a lurker in mid. Seems like they're going to try to make these CT players focus on the smokes while the late mid flank comes in. But keep an eye on number 7 on your minimap in the meantime. He's kind of the linchpin here. As Endpoint duck and dodge and weave through this counter utility from Syman. Action is about to pop off. Here they go. Crucial will take the charge. The smoke start to fade as Crucial crosses first. He's going to jump up on the site. Good entry frag for him. Will he expect a second one on site? Mo is cutting them down. Somehow Mo has done it again, and it's just surreal, and Chaos will do it. Syman will rip the game and the map out of Endpoint's hands, sending us to Train. I don't know how Syman just did that. I would be so tilted if I was Endpoint.